Okay, hi guys. Welcome back to Easy Yoga with Mary. Week 30, even though it's been quite a few weeks more than that, I think, since we started this whole lockdown procedure. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe, keeping your distance and washing your hands. Okay, today you might require a chunky block. Remember that you can use a stack of books if you haven't got one, something like that. Don't get comfortable because you're going to go to your bed. I'm going to lie down over the bed and we're going to get ready to do some yoga. Now covered in hair. There you go. Lie down carefully. Take your time, make any little adjustments you need. Shoulders, lower back. You can keep the knees bent if you need to, or slide, extend the legs away if that suits you. Take another moment just to kind of make any little adjustments you feel you need or want. You feel the ground solid and flat, the body fully supported. Let the feet fall out. Let the hands roll out. You're just taking time here for your breath to settle. And whenever you're ready, we'll begin our breathing. Breathing in. Breathing out. 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 Take a moment. We're just going to get ourselves ready for some movement. Then on the right leg, foot to your mat. Left leg, foot to your mat. Excuse me. Make your adjustments to your shoulders, your lower back. Draw the knees in. Place the hands upon the knees or behind, and let's allow yourself a little bit of movement. We're going to draw the two knees apart wide, but keep the feet and legs relaxed. Draw them back together. Two knees out wide. Draw them back together. Two knees out wide. Draw them back together. Two knees out wide. Now keep the knees out wide. Move the hands or slide the hands down now to the shins or even the backs of the thighs. And take a moment and have a little bit of further movement here with the buttocks, so lower back. Whenever you're ready, we'll come up into a cobbler pose, but we'll take our time with that. So we'll inhale and exhale, lift.
we'll begin to slowly bring the feet together. We'll allow a little bit of movement in the head. Remember, you could always stay lying down if this didn't suit you. Get soft in those elbows. Relax the shoulders. You can have the hands closer to the feet now. Press the feet together. Draw into the pelvic floor and the belly, the navel. That's the two bandhas, the Mula Bandha, the Uddiyana Bandha. Or two of the bandhas, should I say. Lovely. Inhale, exhale, lower down, have a soft rock. 2 feet on your mat. Have a moment, so keep the feet hip width apart from you now. Adjust the shoulders, so tuck them in and down. Lengthen the lower back away from you. Just have a wee glance at the feet. Make sure they're straight, not too wide, not too close. Little move and bridge. Inhale, 2 arms up and back the floor behind you. Exhale, bottom or pelvis all the ways off your mat and up. Inhale, 2 arms down or back and down again. Exhale, slowly beginning to lower the spine to the pelvis. Inhale, 2 arms up and back. Exhale, slowly does it as you lift the pelvis. Now the feet are firmly planted. Inhale, float the 2 arms back and down. Exhale, slowly lowering the pelvis. Inhale, 2 arms up and back. Exhale, slowly peeling yourself off your mat and up. Inhale, 2 arms back and down. Exhale, pelvis down. One more like that. Inhale, 2 arms up and back. Exhale, the pelvis up. Inhale, 2 arms back and down. Exhale, pelvis down. Now just take a moment to make those little adjustments again to the shoulders and the lower back. Go lift the pelvis only. Inhale, bottoms up. Bring the elbows in a little bit, even lightly place the fingertips to the buttocks there, lift and higher if that's okay, releasing the hands down. So the chest is to the chin, but the chin is softly to the sky. Feet are firmly planted.
I thought as much.
Inhale, exhale, slowly rolling it back and down. Take a moment there, bring the knees in, hands on the knees or behind, a little bit of soft movement. That's my lovely talking watch there. Answering me when I didn't even ask her a question. Okay, from here we're just going to go into a nice simple twist, so keep the knees close to your belly if that suits you, and if it doesn't suit you, you can have your feet on your mat or somewhere in between. We're going to roll the 2 legs over to the floor on the right, knee on knee, foot on foot, right arms on top of the outer edge of the left leg or the left leg. Encourage the left arm away, then you choose the position. It can be shoulder level, it can be close to the body, it can be somewhere in between. You can choose the position of your gaze. It could be skywards, it could be to the slightly to the left, even a little to the right. Now, when you're here, do a bit of work. So, really encourage the left ribs to lift. Slow down as we come back to centre. Take your time. Have a moment there, you might need a little adjustment, so we're bringing the knees in, remember. We'll roll them over to the left, knee on knee, foot on foot. You have the left or the left arm there outside the right leg. It'll kind of keep it a bit more active. Right arm, you can have it shoulder level, you can even have it higher, you can have it closer to the body. See what's right for you. Try to keep it in a kind of relaxed position. Now let's keep these right ribs lifting strongly. So let that left hand, left arm help you, encourage it. or encourage you. Slowly does it now. As we come back to centre, just have a moment there. A little movement you need, and remember, if it doesn't suit you to roll up, then roll to one side and come up. Okay. Round to your tabletop position, just at the block towards the front of your mat there. Okay, nice strong foundation, shoulder width with the hands, they're shoulder width apart. Hip with the knees and feet, the feet are flat. You can pad through the hands for a moment. Now we're going to keep our feet flat and we're going to lift our knees a little bit off our mats. You know, for some people this can be murder. What can I say? If you can't do it, you can't do it. Now if you lift just a little bit higher, it gets a bit stronger to the feet. Lift through the belly and lift through the arms. Keeping the neck long. Okay, bring the knees down. You can always give the feet a wee wiggle now at this point. Pad in through the hands. We'll do again, maybe 3 all together. Lifting the knees off your mat. Maybe a little bit higher. Makes it a wee bit more intense in the feet. Lovely stuff. Keep your belly lifting. Neck long. Knees back down. Giving the feet a wee jiggle there if they need it. Pad through the hands. One more for luck. Feet are flat, knees are off your mat. Keep the belly lifting. And down. We jiggle. Rotate the hands, whatever. Whatever. Make the right leg nice and long, the toes are pointing down. Extend the left hand in front, the thumb is pointing up. Now take your time with this, inhale. Exhale, draw your hand to your heart and your knee to your belly. Inhale, extend away. Exhale, draw them both to you. Inhale away. Exhale to you. Inhale away. Exhale to you. Inhale away. Exhale to you. Hand down, knee down, and give that right wrist a wee rotate there. Okay, left leg's away, nice and straight, toes are pointing down, right arm is in front, thumb is pointing up, nice strong left arm lifting through the belly. Inhale, exhale, draw them to you. Inhale away. Exhale to you. Remember, you're in control. Inhale away. Exhale to you. 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 Knee down, hand down. Give that left one a wee rotate there. Getting ready for downward dogs. Just take a moment. Shoulder width with the hands. Pull the toes under. Feet are hip width. Let the knees of your mat become nice and careful. Those knees are soft. You're going to slowly begin to walk your dog. And little movements there. You feel you either want to we sway or shim. Nice relaxing of the head. Remember, it's not about straightening the legs, but lengthening the spine. Lovely. Inhale, right leg off your mat and in the air. Exhale, we want the right foot all the way forward and inside the right hand. Bring your left knee down, flatten your foot, and remember, if you just step it forward, it's absolutely fine. Take a second there, just kind of to find your spot. Nice and light with the hands. Oh, nice bit of sunshine there. Lovely. Everyone's enjoying that.
We have the back knee off now, so curl the toes under the back leg, having the back knee off. Now we're going to twist both ways. Some people like a block inside their foot. You have it close, but you leave a slight space if you're using one. The left hand is down or on the block. Float the right hand up as you twist to the right. We'll float the right hand down. Now I like a block for the outside, so I have the block for the outside of my foot. Right hand goes on it. Now let the back heel, the left heel go down. And if this was too much, you could keep your knee down. We just kind of slowly sweep that left arm up as we turn to the left. Do a little bit blinded here, can't complain. Lovely. Left hand down, so you pivot on your back foot and you take your time as you go back and down dog. Remember, if you have to pause for a moment in a tabletop position, that's okay. Inhale, left leg off your mat in the air. Exhale, left foot all the way forward to the inside of the hand. Bring the back knee down. Nice low lunge. So always take that knee as far back as you can manage. Let's take a moment with our shoulders. Lighten our hands and just pause and hold position. So you're just kind of gazing in front of your mat now, so the back of the neck is still long. We're all guilty of sometimes forgetting to do that, but that's right. We have the back knee off our mats now, so back knee off the mat. Lengthening out through that back heel. Remember to lighten the hands. Lift the breastbone. So if you like a block, you can have that block to the inside of the foot. Leave a space, because remember you want to be kind of shoulder width, hip width apart. Hip width apart. And float the left arm up, so the hand can be on the ground or on a block. Keep the knee deeply bent. We will float the left hand down, so I absolutely make a block for this. I like to stand this kind of medium height. Left hand is on, let my right hand come, or right heel come down, so my knees pretty much touching my arm and vice versa. Just kind of draw a line with the right hand up towards the sky. If you can, you just send that right heel a wee bit further back. Slowly does it. Right hand down, and you take a moment, you pivot on that back foot so it'll be easier and kinder on your knee. And then when you're ready, left foot back to downward dog. Take a moment if you need it. Remember, it's not necessarily about straightening the legs, see what's right for you. Tabletop position. Take your knees just a wee fraction back. Come down onto your forearms, so do puppy dog. It might not be for everybody, that's okay. So some people would even maybe stop here. And if you stop here and you just kind of relax your belly, and it allows your spine to dip. And that's what we're looking for, but we're looking to go a bit further if we can, but you can stay here. So just a little bit at a time, slide the hands a wee bit more forward and begin to bring the forehead down. Now take a moment, see what that feels like. You'll slowly go a little bit further into it by just creeping the hands a wee bit more in front, adjusting the forehead. Now try to really kind of relax your belly. Then we'll just ease off on the forehead a little. Slide the hands down so they're alongside the head. Slide your bottom back to sit to the heels if that's okay. Now you're going to slide your hands back. You can choose, you might want them underneath your forehead.
Or you might be happy with them down alongside your legs and feet, in which case you can take your knees maybe a wee bit wider and let go. So you relax the hands, the elbows, the shoulders. Eyes are closed perhaps. Lovely. Slowly does it as you begin to, you just kind of uncurl in the spine. The head will come up in a moment. A nice exhale. Take a moment. We're going to come with an easy forward fold. So hands down, toes under, and move the hands back. Lift the knees up. Keep the knees bent, feet are hip width apart and hanging down over those legs. Keep the knees bent. Have your soft sway or shim, whatever you prefer. You can hold your forearms if you like. You can just let the hands rest, even the backs of the hands I quite like. Slowly, so we'll just slide the hands up the legs as we uncurl. Again, a nice exhale. We haven't been graced with his presence the last 2 weeks because it was mid-term break here, and he always goes with his pop. Doesn't say with me, and that's the case. As in, he's in the other room. Now, take a moment. So we're going to do a dancer variation where we have the 2 hands back, you hold a foot. So it's a balance. If you feel you need to go to hold on to the chair or wall or something, that's absolutely fine to do that. You don't have to hold the 2 feet unless it suits you. So take a second there, you're going to spread out through that left. You'll bend the right knee, toes are down for a moment. You lift the knee up, take hold of the right foot or ankle, bring the heel back towards the buttock. We'll have 2 hands back if that's okay. If it doesn't suit you, remember the left hand can go onto the chair or a chair or the wall. Now take a moment, even stopping at this point because the shoulders are rolled back strongly. You can stay here if you need to. Slowly does it, you might find you can go a wee bit further and accept your wobble. So you just slowly begin to kind of push the foot away, the arms are straight. Just see where you get to. Everybody's different here. So keep that breastbone lifting. And we'll release and do a wee dance. To the other side. So you're standing on your right, spread through the toes, the instep and the heel, bend in the left knee, left toes are down, take a moment. We bend up the knee, take hold of the front of the foot or ankle, bring the heel back to your buttock, try and keep it all nice and kind of lined up, don't let the knee flare out on the way. So remember your right hand can go on a chair or the wall. If you can, we'll have the 2 hands back. So you're going to roll back with the shoulders, and you can see here how there's loads going on. Don't need me to tell you that. And then slowly does it. You can begin to push the foot into the hands. It'll tilt you forward a little bit at a time. Push the foot into the hands so the breastbone is lifting. See where you get to. Lovely. Slowly release. Do dance. You are really in the wrong place now, mate. Okay, what I could do this with him there, possibly. Step the feet apart like a goddess. Huckle, you really are in the wrong place, babe. So, legs are about a metre, turn the toes out. Now be careful here, any sore knees or any pelvic floor issues would be a no-no for this one. You could just decide to do a squat instead. Okay, we're going to bend the knees. Place the hands on the thighs. Okay, take a moment. So the knees are going in the same direction as the feet. Yes, baby, that's better. Okay, so we're going to just bring the right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Don't let the legs move. Left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. Don't let the legs move. Right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. Right shoulder forward, left shoulder back.
Left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. And up we come. Turn the feet to face forward. Take a moment. Lovely. Warrior two. We're going to do warrior two twice in two different, warrior two into an easy parse back and warrior two into full parse back, which I haven't actually done. I don't think I've done it once with these. But you've a choice. You have a choice. A wee bit more distance from the feet. Left toes up and turn them in slightly. Right toes up and all the way around. Check the right foot is straight. Begin bending the right knee. I think that's the right place to go. Nice fixed position. Chest to centre to face this way. Arms to shoulder level. Let the shoulders relax. We're going to turn our gaze out of our right hand. Now press your feet. Control your right knee. That's it. Draw them through the belly. Turn the right palm to face the sky, right arm up, left hand to back leg, keep it bent. Passive warrior. Inhale, exhale, extend to the right, bend in the right arm with the elbow, forearm on the thigh, get a wee bit lower. We're just going to float the left arm down, up across the front of the chest, the face, alongside the cheek or ear. Slowly dial the left hand back and push yourself up. Turn the feet to face forward. We sway your shin from side to side. Now I know I'm going to need that for a second version, so I want a wee bit closer. Be aware you might need a block. Right toes in slightly, left toes all the way around. Check if it is straight. Begin bend the knee. Okay, don't collapse at the leg, lift and work strongly, lift the pelvic floor and the belly, chest to centre, arms to shoulder level, gaze out over your left, sit a wee bit deeper if you can, really press the feet down so you control the thighs, you control the knees, should never be any pain in the knees, this back knee should be lifting, the back thigh should be lifting, not sinking, not locking. Turn the left palm to face the sky, bring the left hand, arm straight up, right hand go to the back leg or even the lower back. On a lovely line, you get a really lovely lift here to the side waist, to the ribs. Inhale, exhale, extend to the left, bend in the left arm with the elbow, forearm on the thigh. So we'll just relax the right arm down and then just kind of sweep it up across the belly, the chest, the gaze. You bring it up, if you're looking this way, you can glance up if you wish. Send the right heel down, the right fingertips away. Feel that stretch across the hip there, it's lovely. Slowly does it, right hand up and back. Use your left foot to carefully push yourself up. Turn your feet to face forward. Have a sway or shim. Okay, I'm going to move down a wee bit just to give myself a bit more room. Your man on the mat. Left toes in slightly, right toes all the way round. Foot is straight. Bend the knee. Now I'm going to go into the second version. You don't have to. You can repeat and stop here. I like a block for mine. So I am going to have a block to the inside of my foot. Okay, the right knee is bent. Chest to centre to face this way. Arms to shoulder level. Glance, gaze out over your right hand. Relaxing the shoulders. Turn the palm to face the sky. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, left handed back leg. Inhale, tall. Exhale, extend and way out to the right. Just keep the left hand to the buttock, down to your block, or forearm to thigh. You choose. Some people go all the way to the floor. Not me. And we will softly sweep this left arm across the belly, the chest, the gaze. So knees deeply bent, sending the fingertips forward, the heel back and down. Okay, left arm up and back. Use your right foot to push you up. Bring your block with you if you're using one. Turn your feet to face forward. We sway or shimmy. Right toes in slightly. Left toes all the way around. You pop your block down. Begin bending your left knee. It's going to have to get off the mat in a wee minute anyway, no harm doing. Left knee's deeply bent. Chest to centre, arm to shoulder level. Gaze out, pardon me, over the left. Left palm faces up. Inhale, tall, lift it up, draw it up, keep the knee bent. Exhale, extend over the left, bend the arm at the elbow, so forearm on the thigh, or left hand down to the block or to your inner foot. Take a moment, get a wee bit wider. So your knee is pressing against your elbow and your elbow is pressing against your knee, vice versa. The leg controls that, the arm controls the leg. Then we just float the right arm down, cross the belly, chest, the gaze. Feel a lovely stretch now, so work on it. You can be here not really doing anything, or you can really work on sending the right heel down, the right fingertips away. From here, I'm just going to dial the right hand round and down to the ground. You're going to pivot on your back foot like you did previously. Pop your block out of the way. Dog, huckle, huckle, baby. Did you go to bed? Go to bed. Go to bed. Good man, go to bed. We're going on there. Down dog. Whew. Take a moment to do a sway or a shimmy. And then we'll just bring our knees down and melt ourselves down to our mat. Nice and careful like. Good boy. Now if it suits you, we'll have one hand resting on top of the other. Our forehead resting on the back of our hands. You can let your heels fall out, your feet relax for a moment. Just let go. We'll do a couple of wee back bends here today. We've been really neglecting them. In a full yoga class, I would always have back bends included. You'd mix it up and vary it, but it just doesn't seem to be happening these online classes. So your two legs are long and active now. The toes are pointing away from you. They're not too wide, they're not too close. Just kind of hip width apart. Make sure they're active so you adjust your belly as well, perhaps if you need to, and your hips. Toes are pointing away, so it'll be right leg only. Raising the right leg off your mat. Point the toes away so the leg is straight. It's not too high. Your hip bone stays down. Both legs are working. It's about length, space, not so much about height. Lovely. We'll lower the right leg down. Take a second. Again, lengthen both of the legs away from you. Now both legs should be working. Raising the left leg. Right leg still working and long. Left leg long. Your hip bone is still down. It's like somebody's kind of holding the toes and lengthening them out for you. That's the way you want to think about it. Lower the left foot down. Take a moment, so just let those heels relax. Relax out, the feet relax. You can rest one cheek on the back of your hands if you wish. Now we're going to do two legs, and remember it's not necessarily about length, it's about height. Nope, let me say it again. It's not about height, it's about length. Sorry. Two legs are long. So
We lift both of the legs. Now just imagine that somebody is holding your toes, lengthening you out, giving you space. And relax the legs down, let the heels fall out. You could rest your opposite cheek if you wish. Gives you a neck rotation as well when you're there. Again, let's make the legs nice and long. We're going to slide the hands and forearms down now to the kind of below our chin. So you'll probably make the elbows a little bit wider, and it'll almost be fingertips or fingers on top of fingers rather than hand on top of hand. Legs long again, just check in on them, keep them nice and active. So we're going to keep the legs down this time and raise the head and chest. So take your time, you begin to lift the breastbone, the collarbone. You're only gazing in front of your mat. You could bring your hands a little bit more forward towards the breastbone if you wish. See what it feels like. If it's not right, move them more forward. Keeping the legs working. Now when we lower down, we'll have to adjust the arms on the way and lower. Okay, we're going to have a go at a couple of versions of your bow pose, Dhanurasana. First one's lovely and simple. We'll bend up the two legs. We're going to kind of walk them away, so it means you lift the thighs and the knees and walk them away from you. Your knees are hip width and your feet are slightly wider. You can get those feet to rotate there or paddle or whatever, especially if you find they're going into a little bit of a cramp. So we're going to keep the thighs down but active, so the toes are pointing up. Bring the hands, forearms and elbows a wee bit closer, maybe chin, maybe kind of throat or collarbone. We're raising the head and chest. So we keep those thighs down. Now scan your back when you're here. If it's too much for you, move your arms a wee bit more in front and that'll lower you a tad. So there's lots of people who can't reach their feet in bow pose and bow pose. Because of that, they can really struggle. But here's a version that's, got loads going on, keeping you perfectly safe. This is a great alternative. Do not feel that you have to reach your feet. Okie doke. We're going to lower down. So you'll adjust the hands, elbows, forearms, lower the legs. Let the legs and feet relax. Have a moment. Remember the repose, between pose is just as important. We're going to just take it on to the next stage, perhaps. So again, bring our forehead, the back of our hands, lengthen out through the legs, bend them up. Again, we kind of lift and walk away. It's really important. If you find you get a pain in your knee, you should come out of it immediately, but quite often it's caused by not lengthening out through the thighs enough. Now you can stay here and repeat what we just did, or you can take it to the next stage by just kind of sweeping or floating the two hands back to say, where's my feet? Okay, so don't have knees out and feet in, have it the other way. Now keep your thighs down for this version, but give them an RV lengthen, so that means walking them away again. We're going to begin to just kind of raise in the head and chest. So remember, you're just gazing in front of your mat. Thighs are staying down. You might just be holding onto your toes. It's a lovely version as well. Actually gives you more space. Inhale, exhale, lower down. We can just release it all down for a second. We'll do the third version. You can leave it out completely if you wish. You can do the first version, you can do the second version. You get to choose. Okay, so forehead to your mat.
Bend up the two legs, walk them away. Can't emphasize that enough. You can raise the head to roll the shoulders back to find the feet, or you can have one hand on top of the other below your kind of chin, throat center area. You choose. Again, we're going to just see, can we get a wee bit more length in those legs? So that has kind of encouraged the shoulders back for us. The arms are straight. Going just if we can, inhale. We're going to raise the head and chest, the legs. So you can keep those thighs down for sure. Remember, no pain in the knees. I think maybe I used to hold my ankles, but now I kind of hold my toes as I'm getting a little bit older. Just gives you more space, so everybody's different, remember. Inhale, exhale, release and lower down. You can rest your opposite cheek. You can have a wee kind of very soft jiggle, or even just nice soft kind of rub with the hand there to the sacrum. Remember, if it's too much, leave it out. The first version where you're not holding your feet, where the legs never leave your mat, is a beautiful version. You know, means you're still working loads. Never put yourself under any pressure to do any kind of back bend that's a wee bit too much. Okay, hands to your mat. You're going to push your kind of chest level. We'll push yourselves up to a tabletop position. Bring the knees in a little bit, knees wide, feet a bit more together. Slowly as we begin to sit back to our heels, we're going to pause down, rest down. Now you can choose the position of your hands. You might like them under your forehead. You might like your elbows down and your head in your hands, in which case you'd be gazing between your elbows. Or you might like your hands alongside your legs and feet. Child pose, Balasana. Wherever you are now, just kind of take a moment to just check yourself out and then let go. Relax. Slowly we'll lift ourselves up and have a little bit of a relaxation or yoga nidra. Bring the feet round to the front. Keep the knees bent. Lie down carefully. Just take your time with that. Make any little adjustments if you want your sweaters or a blanket. I think we might even just, we'll keep the knees bent and draw them in for a moment actually. And have a soft rock. We might keep the knees bent and have the feet slightly wider. Just feeling the ground again, solid and flat. Okay. Bring your hands together. Just give them a rub. And stay as you are now. Bring the hands to the eyebrow center. Facing our thoughts. Hands to the lips. Peace in our words. Hands to the heart. Peace in our actions.
Stay for as long as you like. Namaste.